Meet new people and express your true self. Play I Am VU and you can customize your avatar and world to your tastes. In this virtual universe, you can choose from over 54 million items and join in on over 300,000 chat rooms. Create your unique style and show it off to millions of IMVU users around the world. Come find your community on IMVU, whether that be friends or more. Dress, play, connect. Download IMVU from the App Store or Google Play today.
Valspar Ultra starts at just $29.98 a gallon. So we've got you covered when your daughter wants to paint her room again, after last year's masterpiece of a unicorn mural.
Dad, please.
Or when you realize that maybe you went too hard on the grayish.
I miss color.
Or when you were sure you wanted a home gym, but your elliptical is currently hanging your laundry.
What about a home office?
Shop everything you need for your next phase with Valspar. Available at Lowe's. Price varies by Shein.
Meet new people and express your true self. Play I Am VU and you can customize your avatar and world to your tastes. In this virtual universe, you can choose from over 54 million items and join in on over 300,000 chat rooms. Create your unique style and show it off to millions of IMVU users around the world. Come find your community on IMVU, whether that be friends or more. Dress, play, connect. Download IMVU from the App Store or Google Play today.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Exposed Scandalous Files of the Elite. I'm your host, Jim Chapman, and I'm back with the fourth episode in the Bad Boy series covering Aaron Hernandez. Now, the last time that I left you, I brought you the testimony from Alexander Bradley, and he detailed during his testimony that you have heard thus far how Aaron gunned down two men in cold blood during a drive-by shooting in Boston, and then shot Bradley himself in the face in an attempt to murder him. There's just no other way around that. Now, Alexander Bradley left off in that testimony with the fact that he called Hernandez after being shot, and Aaron was quite honestly shocked that Alexander Bradley was still alive. He could tell in Aaron Hernandez's voice, and Bradley let him know, quote, "Once I get straight, you're going to know what time it is." And you can take that any way you want to take it, but I know what was meant by that. So we're going to pick up there with text messages Bradley started sending Hernandez, as well as his questioning by detectives on the Boston shooting. And when the prosecution is done, the defense is going to start. And you're going to hear some very combative cross-examination by the defense. Really an interesting episode coming your way right now. And here it is.
Chance to read this prior to testifying today, a series of what is purportedly text messages.
Yes.
And is it fair to state from reading that, the full 48 pages, you recognize these as text messages between you and the defendant, Mr. Hernandez, between March 28th, 2013 and June 11th, 2013?
Yes.
And as to whether or not this is a complete series of texts between you and Mr. Hernandez, is it fair to state this document does not contain any texts that you may have sent each other prior to March 28th, 2013.
Correct.
For the document of text message between Mr. Bradley and Mr. Hernandez, 48 pages, this next number exhibit.
Exhibit 294.
Other than the additions that we wanted, we had no objections.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Bradley, I want to call your attention to the first series of text messages contained on Exhibit 294. The first being a timestamp of 28, 2013 at approximately 10:26 a.m. The number 860-726-3749, do you recognize that as a number that you used at some point?
Yes.
And the number 203-606-8969, I believe you previously testified that was a number you remembered belonging to the defendant, Aaron Hernandez.
Correct.
And can you read the text that you first sent on this Exhibit 294?
Yo, the crazy part about all this is that you did that bullshit for no reason to me. And being the real friend I was to you, I didn't try to ruin you even after you tried to kill me.
Keep reading, please.
Think about how real that is. So I was a real friend at the end of the day. And the tears should be in my eyes after the way you betrayed me. I never crossed you no way. And the only reason you even got to rock me is because we were so 100. I never thought you'd be the one to shoot me. And that's real talk.
And did you receive a text message in response from Aaron Hernandez's phone?
Yes.
What did his say?
Said, I love you and you're not going to frame me for some bread. And thanks for the info. He'll be getting reached out to. Always will love you because you were my brother. And you know that, but I hope the best for you.
What did he say in the next text?
He was correct in the one prior to that. He said, thanks for the info, I meant to say.
What was your response, Mr. Bradley, on that same day at 10:35 a.m.?
I would never try to frame you. You left me with one eye and a lot of head trauma. You owe for what you did, and it's too bad you don't know me enough to know that this convo was private between us. It ain't for no lawyer or no cop to see. We both know what happened. The truth is the truth.
Keep reading, please.
If I dealt with the police, my boy, it would have been over and done with. That's what's crazy about the situation. We know each other so well, and you know I ain't on no BS. You too paranoid. That's what's made you do this shit you did.
Let me stop you there. What did you mean by you're too paranoid? That's what made you do the S you did.
He hit a point where he was just paranoid to everybody. He thought everybody was the police, or, you know, his level of paranoia was so high.
And what do you say in the next text, sir?
And last but not least, I always wanted the best for you. Remember that. You obviously didn't feel the same.
And did Mr. Hernandez respond that same day? Or I'm not sorry. Did you get a response from Mr. Hernandez's phone that same day on March 28th, 2000? The next text, sir, is what that you received from Mr. Hernandez's telephone?
I'll always be there for you till the day you die, but not in the state of mind you're in and been in, and I don't know what's gotten into you after all these years. We were inseparable, but everything aside, you're always on my mind, and I love you and always will. No homo.
What was your response, sir?
What's crazy is, I believe the part is true. You probably do think about how real of a nigga I am and how you even flipped on me, but what sickens me is the fact that you're denying this shit like it's for lawyers or cops. You must not really know me, but I guess I didn't know you either, because I would have never thought you'd try to end me. But hey, I'm gonna be the same nigga till the day I die too. You picked the right nigga to do that to, because the average man would have dealt with them people.
When you say them people, what people were you talking about?
Police.
And did you have any intention of going to the police at this point?
No.
Can you read the next text here, sir?
Yo, my lawyer called me and said he hasn't been contacted by anyone. It's It's my last chance to reach out to you and resolve this situation. Are you going to contact him by Friday? If not, I'm going to move forward with litigations.
Continue to read, please.
Trying to resolve this quietly for your sake, but word to my kids, my last try to get through you.
Continue to read.
Well, I tried my best, but if you don't care to resolve this the way I'm offering you, then it is what it is. Yo, it ain't a day that go by that I can't believe you did that to your boy.
What were you referring?
And I said the witness is going to read them to read them in completion. They're not being read completely.
All right, sir, if you're asked to read a particular text, if you'd read the entirety of whatever the text message is.
I believe I did.
Okay. Mr. Hagen.
The last one here on 411, that last text, sir.
Yo, it ain't a day that go by that I can't believe you did that to your boy.
What were you referring to?
Shooting me.
Calling your attention now to April 11, 2013 at 4:49 p.m. Did you send another text to the phone of Mr. Hernandez?
Yeah, but I see you at the Heat game, Vegas, back-to-back mobbing with your boys. But I know that shit ain't the same without me. Be easy. My G1.
And what does that mean?
Just enjoy what you're doing.
What did you mean by see you at the Heat game, Vegas, back?
The person I fucked with and was like a brother to me. But damn, you trying to sue me for something I didn't even do. Or something I didn't do and don't even know about. If you could win that, then God is on your side. But I doubt something can be proved that isn't true.
Your response, text, sir, the same date, April 11, 2013.
Here you
read
go.
the next three.
Here you go threatening again. You know that don't scare me, though. If you knew how G'd up I am, you wouldn't even say that. But I'm for real, I ain't threatening you. But hey, since you say that you know what you gotta do if you don't want your life ruined, and oh, if you think them wolves ain't on deck, then try what you gotta try. But I bet 2-1 on the money, you won't get far. Choppers, Mac 11, Mac 90s, you know I'm in the street. Oh, and I did get 4 bulletproof vests, etc. Spent my 30 G's, 30,000, and since we know so much, I seen Cheyenne's mom, knew Unionville home, been knew where yours was, but like I said, them threats don't move me. I was being for real Paranoid Holmes.
Who are you calling Paranoid Holmes?
Mr. Hernandez.
What are you referring to up above that, referencing Max and bulletproof vests?
I just bought a bunch of guns.
And that's what you're referencing to let Mr. Hernandez know?
Yes.
And you're doing that to threaten him?
No, it wasn't really a threat. I mean, I was just letting him know where I stood.
And the next text, 2 texts from you, sir?
Well, I read the next one after already. I already read the Unionville home.
Or this one?
Yeah.
Meet new people and express your true self. Play I Am VU and you can customize your avatar and world to your tastes. In this virtual universe, you can choose from over 54 million items and join in on over 300,000 chat rooms. Create your unique style and show it off to millions of I Am VU users around the world. Come find your community on I Am VU, whether that be friends or more. Dress, play, connect. Download IMVU from the App Store or Google Play today.
Life is a workout, and Smoothie King is here to help you power through. Whether you're crushing morning miles or sprinting through back-to-back meetings, give your body the energy, protein, and power it needs to help you conquer your goals. Only at Smoothie King.
Oh, almost forgot. The right niggas to use the weaponry, and last but not least, that's how I know you don't know where I be, because I don't be at either of my baby mother's house. One move, and oh, that's a repeat of the same text that I just read.
Same text.
And
Next text, the same date, sir. Go ahead.
And the other one, G like me, never scared. You know you did it, and since you tried to end me, I will end you if you don't do what you got to do.
Continue to read, please.
Oh, and you think I can't prove that, but remember the town of Bristol and who you told and who knows about.
I believe the next one's a repeat, sir. Can you go to the response from the phone of Aaron Hernandez, the defendant?
Laughing my ass off. You have no clue. Just know at the end of the day, I will always love you no matter what happens. But I know you know deep down I am not paranoid, nor am I scared, and never have been. And if you do kill me, like you said, I still don't care, but I doubt it. I don't even want to kill you, never have, but keep going with all these lies and trying to bring me down as good as I treated you if you want to. Good luck.
Your response, sir?
If you haven't learned by now that I don't show these to police or lawyers that you're crazy and everything I got, hold 42 or better, do what you got to do, homie. LOL from Hernandez.
And for those who may not know, what does LOL mean?
Laugh out loud, I think.
What is your response at 5:30?
What makes you think I want to kill you and you're the one who tried to kill me? And I promise you, you'll pay for that. And you are so boxed in, if you do something, you'll be number one suspect because of who you told. And I promise on my kids, not one thing I said is a lie. Try me if you remember, I just got paid $28,000 April 5th from my hand money. I'm back out and you didn't pick a good location. Cameras in that alley where you thought you killed me. If that's what you call treating me good.
Now, when you say cameras in that alley where you thought you killed me, where were you referring to?
In Florida.
The place where you were shot when you felt pushed out of the car?
Yep.
And your next text, sir, can you read that?
I don't need these texts. 2, ain't no suing, it's a settlement, because you don't want to see this go to civil trial, because then you lose it all. But tell you what, your time is running.
Continue to read, please.
And do you have trustworthy niggas like me around you? Doubt it, dog. Well, we 6 strong with a lot of weaponry, so hey, you turned this combo into this. I was just missing you.
And the response to Mr. Hernandez's phone is what, sir?
I miss you every day because you know you were my brother, and I had no friends, but I was raised by the best, and I got myself. Wink, wink.
Do you have any idea what the wink, wink?
No, not really.
And can you read your text in response?
Niggas from the warehouse that found me told the ER and the dispatch y'all bounced in a white SUV. What did we go to Tootsie's in a white SUV? 1 + 1 is 2, and I hope we...
Let me stop you there. What were you referring to in those text messages to the defendant?
Not really sure. I think I was trying to tell him that he just didn't do a good job because he left behind evidence when he shot me.
So when you're saying the N-word from the warehouse, you're talking about what warehouse?
The warehouse where I was shot at in Florida.
And when you say told the ER dispatch y'all bounced in a white SUV, what are you referring to?
The SUV that they left in.
So you just, and the reference to Tootsie's is the reference to what?
That's the cabaret club. That's the strip club.
You continue to read the next series of texts, sir.
Yeah, the 2 best. Your real dad, who I heard was a G, and me, who you know is a real nigga. And I put wink, wink, wink back.
And can you tell us what you meant by a real N like that?
Cause I just had so much dirt on him, like this matter right here, and I never.
This matter here, the double homicide?
Yeah, double homicide and him shooting me in Florida, and I just never gave him up for nothing. Like, I never went to the police about nothing he did, and I had no plans to. I was never going to.
And in your mind, again, back then, was that what you meant by being real? Was keeping that to yourself?
Yeah, I meant that I'm being real by not, telling on him, so he should just handle this the way I wanted to handle it.
Can you read the next series of texts, please?
Now, you fall into that trap if you like. We'll be waiting. It hurts me to even talk to you this way for real, but hey, it is what it is.
And the response from Mr. Hernandez's phone was what?
I swear to God, even you know you're trying to ruin my life and kill me when all I did was be there for you. I still love you, and no homo, I will always love you.
What was your response?
Listen, you're no dummy. If you were smart, you know I ain't trying to ruin you. If that was the case, I would have told on you. I'm so G, plus I love you so much that I chose to handle it this way, which means I still do love you, but you tried to take me away from my kids and my life away. You owe for that, double A.
Now, you end that text with double A. What did you mean by that?
I was making a reference to this double homicide.
And were you trying to let him know that you were referencing the double homicide?
Yeah, I wasn't trying to let him know. He knew I was referencing the double homicide.
And that's why you put double A?
That's why I put double A.
Can you read the next text, please?
Now, if it ain't gonna be this way, say fuck it, you ain't getting shit from me, and I file a civil suit, you'll lose it all, and we hold court in the streets. And you think I'm scared to die, then think how you pulled out and I still ran up on you. I could have ran. Do you really think I'm scared? Or care on my kids, I'm so prepared and I spent my last on ratchets. I can't even pay my goons. They just got what you claim you had for me, love. And you treated me good. You treated me good. What niggas wanted me to try to line you up, and I never agreed. Niggas wanted to get at you, and get at you. I never agreed, dog. I just didn't have the bread you have. But am I reading the same thing again? But I treated you good. Never stole, lied. When your boys you were with said he wanted to invest in me, I told.
Objection, Judge.
Wait.
It completely, if you would, sir.
Starting at you good?
You good, never stole, lied. When Pouncey's your boys you were with said they wanted to invest in me, I told them ask Chico. Branch trying to chill with me, get my number, never did. It was not.
Let me stop you there. What is that a reference to, sir?
It's just a reference to other, like friends of his. They used to try to hang out with me.
Who are the Pounceys?
Some friends of his from Florida.
And Branch, who is that?
Another friend of his.
If you can read the next text, please, sir.
It was a time when you couldn't do nothing for me. Remember, I was giving you credit and loans and MIA after your offy ass beam and then was using you. MIA, I loaned you money. Lost my girl behind my love for you, remember?
Let me stop you there. What are you referring to when you're talking about giving him credit and loans after something?
I used to give him credit for weed all the time, like before he got drafted. He didn't have much money before he got drafted. And I loaned him money before in Miami when he went broke down there.
And what was the reference to Beam and him losing money, or you loaning him money and losing your girl?
The part I'm talking about with my girl was, I wind up getting into it with my girl over hanging out with him so much. She didn't like, I wasn't around as much. So she was like, if you want to hang with your boy, but this is not going to work out with us.
Mr. Bradley, was there something that you're aware of that happened during the defendant's rookie year with his friend Beam and some money?
With Beam particularly? No, I just know he wound up running real low on money his rookie year, and I know those were the friends that were hanging around him.
Did you help him when he ran low?
No, not particularly. I loaned him money in Miami, but I didn't help him with his financial affairs.
Can you read the next two texts, sir?
But you're trying to put on for your Florida boys who don't know a thing about you and who don't love you like me. And I brought you around people who I knew longer than you, who wanted to do you dirty. And I don't mean Chubb and June, and I never was. And niggas knew they would have had to kill me first. I just hope you ain't too much of a tough guy to feel, I don't know who you think you became, what rapper or whoever, but that shit wasn't cool. You can act like you don't hear me, but as your ex-brother who knows, you feel me. And you will have a lot of people to kill, because everyone who I really fuck with know about the adventures of Sherrod and Chico. So whatever you feel like doing, go ahead. My 6 homies, baby mother, mother's aunts, a lot of people. Here you go threatening again. You know that don't scare me though. If you knew, I think that's a text I already read before. If you knew how G'd up I am, you wouldn't even say that. But I'm for real, I ain't threatening you. But hey, since you say I'm imagining. If you really love me, handle this shit like a man and compensate me for what you did or keep ignoring me. Your choice.
Mr. Bradley, can you read the text messages starting on text number 66?
A list of things that can be subpoenaed: flight records that you booked, credit card records that you charged, Tootsie's, 2 straight nights of hotel we stayed at, Hooters I can't see, you gotta slide it over here, Hooters. We ate at, you charged bamboo we couldn't get, and cause someone wore shorts, the club we did go, and you charged bottles outside. KOD we didn't go in and it was closed as a result. We went to Tootsie's La Quinta we stayed in, I think you charged them. Let's see, the flight you booked to Arizona, Without your brother and 3 years of vacation, you never went somewhere with me and left me there, seats next to each other that you always request, plus a trick up my sleeve I won't. Mention you think this looks good for you in civil trial. Not to mention...
Let me stop you there, Mr. Bradley, just to explain, what are you doing by listing all of those things that you did and all the restaurants you went to? What was your purpose in giving that information?
Because he was telling me I couldn't win this.
Meet new people and express your true self. Play I Am VU and you can customize your avatar and world to your tastes. In this virtual universe, you can choose from over 54 million items and join in on over 300,000 chat rooms. Create your unique style and show it off to millions of IMVU users around the world. Come find your community on IMVU, whether that be friends or more. Dress, play, connect. Download IMVU from the App Store or Google Play today.
Telling him that I could because there's too much evidence right there.
And then what did you mean when you referenced plus a trick up my sleeve I won't mention?
I don't even recall what it was at the time.
And can you continue to read on text number 70, this line here?
If you sued in Florida, the state will automatically, if I sued you in Florida, the state may automatically pick up criminal charges, and that's without me snitching on you. And I don't think you have any wins any way this pans out. I don't know. Oh, mall footage, Wellington at the Green, to be exact. I'll holler though.
And just let me stop you there. When you say snitching, what does snitching mean?
It means cooperating on him and the matter, the Florida matter.
And is cooperating or snitching different than lying, at least in your mind?
Yeah, it's different.
How is it different?
It's totally different. Lying is lying. Lying is not telling the truth. Snitching is cooperating with the police against somebody, telling on somebody for an act that they committed. A truthful act that they committed, I should say.
And call your attention out of the next line after the mall footage. This line here, sir.
See where threatening me get you nowhere. I'm done though. And I don't be nowhere you know me to be. Good luck.
And the next line?
I can't see the next line. And I had to finish all my surgeries in West Palm Beach, so if I was a rat, you would have been done. Remember that.
When you say if I were a rat, what did you mean by rat?
Because I went down to Florida other times. I went back down there for surgeries, for additional surgeries. So I could have still went back to the police department again even later if that's what I wanted to do.
And just as far as for those who may not know, can you compare the words rat and snitch? What do those mean, at least in your mind?
It's the same thing.
And is a rat similar to a snitch, lying or telling the truth, but telling what they're not supposed to tell?
It's telling the truth about a crime that was committed.
Object. General definition. Ask that specifically to this.
Well, the jury may consider it as it relates to this witness's understanding or use of those terms. That is, to his state of mind in using those particular terms.
Now, sir, I'm going to skip a few texts and we'll go down to text number 79 at the bottom of the page, starting with the word having. Can you read that text, sir?
Having too much pride don't go very far. Don't understand why if you was man enough to shoot me, why you ain't man enough to compensate me. But I bet you won't be posting that mug. Shot on Instagram after this civil suit, and you still gotta pray that the state of Florida don't grab you after that, because they kept my Touchy's wristband and evidence log. The only thing they didn't release back to me. Damn, you stupid, bro.
And bra, is that another word for brother?
That's bro, yeah. Like.
And is there a text back from Mr. Hernandez's phone following that text?
Says, yeah, the text says, you up?
And you responded?
What up? What up again? And I guess I'm a bitch because when I think about what you did, I cry.
And what did he respond?
He responds saying, I don't have a lawyer because no need to, but I have my agent calling your lawyer tomorrow or the next day latest. So just wait for the call. Love you and can't believe this.
Your next text, sir?
Yo, I hate when you say you can't believe this. I can't believe you did it like that. you don't get it, and I still didn't give no type of cooperation, and I still be holding my, it's VE, it says, to worry about threats. But one, I ain't scared, more like prepared, and two, I don't do those, and three, a small part of me believes you didn't mean to try to murk me.
What is I'll stop you at that text. What does murk mean? What does murk?
Kill.
Murk is another word for kill? I'm going to call your attention out of the next page. We're going to skip a few of the texts and go to text number 91. Starting with really loved. Can you read that series of text messages, sir?
Really loved your ex-brother. You would want to compensate me for doing something like shooting me for no reason at all. After all we've been through, before you let somebody make you think. Fun.
And when you said after all we've been through, what were you referring to?
Everything. We just been through a lot. Not particularly any one thing. A lot of things.
And did those lot of things include the events of July 16th, 2012?
Yeah, that was included. That's one of the things, yeah.
And can you continue to read? I don't want to...
I don't want to see your life ruined, and I don't want to harm you or see you harmed. I want you to compensate me for what you did. Oh, for what you know you did.
Continue, please.
Like I told you, you're going to do what you're going to do. You're going to try what you're going to try, but at the end of the day, all that's going to get you nowhere, because I'm the only one who could stop this from happening, and I learned from the best how to get low. You pop up when necessary.
And what was the text from Mr. Hernandez's phone?
You will hear from them in the next 2 days, because I am not trying to ruin my name over this bullshit. And just when you go to sleep, know it's your brother, and I miss you and I love you, and still watch videos of us having fun every single day, and can't believe this, and we'll keep saying I can't believe all of this. I truly can't believe all of this shit is going on. I loved you with all my heart and still do, but just think how much I love you, and think if I would really try and kill you when we were that close, I wouldn't and never would want to hurt you, and you know that, but I love you, and it kills me every day. I don't have the person saved under that nigga calling me. You were all I had, and I get tears every day and wake up to this fucking shit. Love you. Good night.
Now, so I'm going to call your attention to text messages on the next page, starting with text message number 98. Can you read that series of texts, sir?
TS, how I felt when you did me like that, especially in front of them niggas, was heartbroken and ego torn. Dog, niggas in my hood was saying, this nigga let this Bristol ass nigga smoke him. Thought I was retarded till I started coming through again and hitting niggas up for spreading rumors about me on my kids. You stole my trust and tore my ego, because out of all the people who tried, my ex-brother was the one who did. You have whoever called my lawyer, because he think whoever your peoples is stalling, and I don't want him to send that suit off to Florida today. No funny shit, for real.
And Mr. Bradley, when you referenced in the top text about doing that in front of those people in Florida, who you were talking about?
In front of whoever his friends were, when he shot me in front of his friends.
Which friends were you referring to?
I mean, I don't know their government names, but a guy who I indicated to you yesterday.
The guy you identified as JP or JD?
Yes. And
the other person who was in the car?
Person, yeah, who was in the back.
And what is Mr. Hernandez, the text from Mr. Hernandez's phone after the, right there, sir?
Call me.
And what is your response?
I'm seeing my surgeon for my eye. Give me a minute. I will. I'm getting a procedure done on my eye. I'm stuck at the hospital until like 3. They about to put me to sleep to do this bullshit. This is the shit I go through, dog.
What was his response, or the response from the phone of Mr. Hernandez?
Just tell him he'll get a call. Ain't nobody stalling, just figuring shit out. And I'm being for real. Just tell him, don't do buttons stupid for no reason when they about to call.
And on the next page, text message number 108. from the phone of Mr. Hernandez says what, sir?
Yes, they left a message for your boy because he ain't answer.
The next text?
Have him call 949-636-1170, Brian Murphy.
Who did you understand Brian Murphy to be?
As Murph, I thought that was his agent.
His sports agent?
Sports agent or something like that, correct.
Now, so I'm going to skip ahead to text message number 113 that starts with the words, my daughter. Can you please read that series of text messages?
My daughter just asked me when we were going to stay at Uncle Aaron's again, and you know how that shit feels, you have no idea. When I said no, she said, oh, why I miss him, shaking my fucking head.
SMFH, that's what that means?
Yep. He put, I miss her just like I miss my nigga.
Meet new people and express your true self. Play I Am VU and you can customize your avatar and world to your tastes. In this virtual universe, you can choose from over 54 million items and join in on over 300,000 chat rooms. Create your unique style and show it off to millions of IMVU users around the world. Come find your community on IMVU, whether that be friends or more. Dress, play, connect. Download IMVU from the App Store or Google Play today.
And continue to read, please.
My other daughter then said, hey, no fear, I never got to stay there. See, when shit like that happens, then that's when this shit is real to me. That's all I wanted to say. Imagine how you feel if Avi was old enough to say, where's Sherrod? I want to see him. And you said no, and she said, why? And the situation is so ill that you can't even explain to her. Or you can't even explain.
Who is Avi?
That's his daughter.
Mr. Hernandez's daughter?
Yep.
And that's who you're referencing there when you say if you had to explain to Avi?
Yeah, I was telling him if the roles would switch, how would he feel?
Can you continue with the next two text messages, sir? 119 and 120?
And if they did, you don't even want to. Fuck me, I hope that type of shit sit on your brain. Word, you was family to her.
When you say you was family to her, who are you referring to?
No, just my kids. We were just close like that. We just...
I'm going to skip a series of texts, Mr. Bradley. I'm going to go to text message number 134. And just for the record, we're at May 3rd, 2013.
134, you said?
Yes, starting with the word mass.
It said mass is popping right now.
Now that's a text from Mr. Hernandez's phone to you?
Correct.
Do you know what did that mean to you, mass is popping right now?
I don't know for sure. I interpret it to be like the clubs.
The clubs?
Yeah, like the clubs out at mass or whatever.
What was your response?
What you talking about?
And his response?
The clubs out here. Check Twitter. I'm out here clubbing. It's just different without you.
What was your response?
Oh man, enjoy that with your new boys. Just remember them niggas ain't me. And wasn't always for whatever like me until you crossed me, the realest nigga you ever had and will have.
What was his response?
Same here, and I didn't cross you, but just know I love you and never will be the same, but I ain't gonna stop living, brother.
Your response?
And I know that. Oh, and I know you know that.
And what, can you read the next series of text messages, sir?
Yo, when did I ever say you was? Live your life. You a man, nigga. If you stopped living, I would have been very surprised.
His response?
Damn, I miss you, but no, I'm always here for you until you kill me like you say you was.
Your response?
You a funny guy. I told you I don't feel like that towards you. You the one that keeps saying that.
The response to Mr. Hernandez's phone?
Never, man. I just know you and how you are, and I know you're gonna try that, but I'll be around tomorrow, and if you ain't about that, talk to me.
Your response, sir?
You don't believe me, you're crazy. If that's how you felt, think about the bullshit I would have got on if you say you know me.
And his response, sir?
Let's meet up tomorrow then, what up?
Your response?
Listen, dog, you sound crazy. You tell me to meet up with you like I trust you, and on top of that, you did me dirty. How you gonna not believe me when I trusted you like that?
Your response from his phone?
We could meet up in front of them people, or when you got all of your peoples around, but I did you dirty, fuck out of here, you doing me dirty. And
what do you say next, sir?
You talking some meet up shit. How dare you try to rock me twice?
What did you mean by rocking you twice?
Like, try to get a chance to harm me again, like 2 times.
What was his response?
I wouldn't rock you twice. Just want to say what's up to my nigga. I still need to do it once. I'm imagining that's what he was trying to write. And then it says once.
And what is your next response, sir?
Dog, the worst part is out of no fear I do it, but out of no trust, couldn't do it. Dig, I never been done so crusty again. Still done know how you could do me so dirty. And I see the slick talk, say it once.
I'm going to skip a number of text messages, Mr. Bradley, and we're going to go to text number 197 on May 4th, 2013. Starting with the word listen, sir, can you read that series of texts?
Listen, the one thing you know is I definitely don't want to ruin your life, but we both know that. But I don't know how you think you're going to do whatever you want and just have no consequences for your actions, who I look like. The problem is that you don't want to settle this. You got too much pride, and it's cool to be like that with certain niggas, but when it is what we was, you got to accept your wrongs and understand that. Yo, I don't think you understand at times. You be dealing with a nigga who just used to love you so much. I couldn't see myself trying to ever do anything foul to you, despite what you did.
We're going to forward your attention now to text number 208, starting with why.
Why couldn't you rethink what you did? If you really love me and then you want to settle this, and whatever is in store for us is in store. If we're going to be cool again, that's what it'll be. But it got to start by resolving this incident that went down. I don't know, your choice. But I'm telling you, the situation ain't going to go unresolved. Not even on no gangster shit. I'm just saying we both know what happened, and that ain't okay to do to your so-called boy.
Who are you referring to as so-called boy?
I'm talking about myself.
Just going to forward your attention now to text message the top above 217. Can you start with wanted?
If I wanted to try to harm you in my heart, I would have settled for whoever is close to, because all the people you care about, I've seen already. So let's just solve this situation so both can resume life. But I'm not going to allow you to go on living this high life without compensating me for that bum sucker shit. That's a life-changing experience. And no matter what you believe, I love you to death, but what you did was wrong. And on that note, I'm done.
I'm going to forward ahead to text number 276 on May 20th, 2013. Starting with the word, the words, yo, it's sad.
It was sad that it even comes to this, because it was a time, no matter what went down, we both never had a funny thought or feeling towards each other.
And the response from his phone was what?
I know I miss you every day, but I'm trying to move on and never will have a friend again, because I can't trust nobody, so why bother?
I'm going to forward ahead a number of texts to text number 312. For the record, on May 29th, 2013. Starting with the words, listen again, can you read that series of text messages?
Listen again, I hate that it comes to this, but you can't go through life consequence-free when you do certain shit. You should want to do this if you really did miss and love me. It's crazy enough in itself that I really don't feel a way towards you, in the sense that I don't even think about trying to hurt you or anyone you love. It really, like, I have forgiven you, but you gotta do what you gotta do, meaning, you know, this compensation thing is inevitable. I hate the fact that I even gotta handle this like this. You should have been offering this to me. But just like it was real when it happened to me, it's real it's gonna happen to you if we can't resolve this. And I know you know that I don't lie about shit. You were my brother, best friend, and a lot of things to me. So when you asked, do I miss your daughter? Would have been my goddaughter? Hell yeah.
Let me just stop you there. When you say, do I miss your daughter? When you ask me, would have been goddaughter? Hell yeah. What are you referring to?
Well, I don't object at this time. The next 8 pages are just Mr. Bradley speaking by himself. There's no conversation. These are all self-serving statements.
You at sidebar.
Meet new people and express your true self. Play I Am VU and you can customize your avatar and world to your tastes. In this virtual universe, you can choose from over 54 million items and join in on over 300,000 chat rooms. Create your unique style and show it off to millions of IMVU users around the world. Come find your community on IMVU, whether that be friends or more. Dress, play, connect. Download IMVU from the App Store or Google Play today.
Mr. Bradley, you had just finished reading the text where you said a lot of things to me. So when you asked, do I miss your daughter? Would have been my goddaughter. Hell yeah. What were you referring to?
I was referring to my ex, like how we used to be cool. We're not cool no more, so, you know, everything, we're not family no more.
When you mentioned your daughter, whose daughter were you talking about?
That's his daughter.
And what did you mean by
daughter.
Would have been goddaughter?
Because that's what it would have been if we were still cool. You know what I mean? That's what it was before the situation happened.
And had you had conversations with Mr. Hernandez about possibly being a goddaughter?
Yeah, with him.
With who?
With Mr. Hernandez.
And can you read the next series of texts, sir? Starting with I do?
I do. When you say, do you miss my girl? Yeah, I do. She's a great person. I couldn't have been any happier when she finally accepted me to be in y'all's lives. When you wonder, do I miss you? Hell yeah, I do, but you owe for that. You always say you'll never be the same and won't have friends. I'll never gave any new friends again, but you won't get away with this. I'm already don't got it in me to even beef or try to beef with you. I really do love you, my boy, but again, you won't get away with that.
And we'll skip a number of the text messages, so we'll go all the way to text message 357 on June 3rd, 2013. Starting with the word trust. Can you read that text, sir?
Oh, trust them teammates and niggas you think fuck what you don't. The players don't like you, and them niggas you rock with ain't official.
What did you mean by that?
What I said, people, I was talking about his friends and other people around him. I was saying his friends.
His teammates?
Yeah, teammates, I was saying.
What were you saying the relationship was with his teammates?
I don't object. Mr. Bradley's not a New England Patriot. What does he know?
Overruled. Ladies and gentlemen, these texts are not necessarily offered for the truth of what is contained in the text, but rather for the fact that they were said by either Mr. Bradley or Mr. Hernandez in the context in which things are said. Mr. Hagan.
And the response from Mr. Hernandez's phone was what, sir?
Just be up here, nigga, and you're the closest thing to the police without being the police. Shouldn't say that to me, and you know I ain't. And don't fuck with anyone.
And what did, in your mind at least, being the police mean when Mr. Hernandez said that?
Well, he was trying to equate the matter of me trying to sue him. He was trying to equate that to me being a snitch because I was suing him civilly.
Equating it to being a snitch?
Yeah.
And Mr. Bradley, ultimately, in June of 2013, did you file a civil lawsuit against the defendant, Aaron Hernandez?
Yes.
Was that civil lawsuit in relation to the shooting of you on February 13th, 2013?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Bradley, in the text messages that we've gone over on Exhibit 294, there appears to be numerous references by you to the closeness of your relationship with the defendant, including after the July 16, 2012 homicides. Is that accurate?
That's accurate.
How close did you get after the homicides, after that initial period that you described yesterday? How close did you get?
After the homicide?
After the homicides, but before February 13th, 2013.
Real close. We're best friends.
Did you spend time at his house in North Attleboro?
Lots of time.
How frequently would you stay overnight there?
It would depend. There's been times, 3-4 times in 1 week. There's been sometimes not at all, but a lot.
And was there a room in the house that you actually stayed at and kept clothes at?
Yes, there was a room in the basement that I used to stay in.
Did you keep clothes there?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Bradley, I just want to touch upon any prior criminal record that you had. I'm going to call your attention now to 2006. Are you the same Alexander Bradley who was convicted in Manchester Court in Connecticut of possession or sale of marijuana?
I was convicted of a possession of sale, correct?
Of marijuana. Is that right?
I believe so. That may not be right. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. What does it say exactly on there?
Well, what is your memory of
I know I have a conviction of a drug conviction. I thought it was a sale conviction, a conviction for a sale.
Okay. And do you remember what was that on the date of July 10th, 2006 was the disposition date, but the arrest date was March 10th of 2006?
Correct.
And you had a guilty finding on that charge?
Correct.
And calling your attention now, Mr. Bradley, to a time after you came to the grand jury in October of 2013, calling your attention now to some months later in February of 2014, were you arrested for an offense in February of 2014?
Yes.
And were you held in custody for that offense?
Yes.
At any time, did the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Suffolk County District Attorney's Office ever do anything for you on that pending case?
Not at all.
Did you ever ask for anything to be done?
No.
Were you ever actually released from custody after being charged with that particular case?
No.
Again, did you ever ask for help to be released from custody?
No.
And calling your attention now to the date of July 9th, 2017, did you plead guilty to certain offenses in Hartford Superior Court in Connecticut?
Yes.
So, Bradley, I believe I said July. That's January 9th of 2017. You pled guilty to certain crimes. Is that correct?
Correct.
And those crimes, sir, you're the same Alexander Bradley who was found guilty of criminal possession of a firearm, reckless endangerment, and criminal mischief third. Is that correct?
Correct.
And was that for an incident that occurred in February of 2014, a number of months after you testified in the grand jury?
Yes, it was.
And has anyone from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts the district attorney's office, the Boston police, was anything done for you on that case?
No.
Did you get any consideration, any type of leniency based upon your cooperation in this case?
No.
Did you ever ask for any consideration, any leniency based upon your cooperation in this case?
No.
And in fact, Mr. Bradley, is it fair to state you're still serving a sentence relative to that case?
Correct.
Now, Mr. Bradley, in relation to the agreement that you ultimately entered into on October 8th, 2013, I believe you testified that you were not given immunity at that point. Is that correct?
No, not during my interview.
And ultimately, you were given what's called immunity the date you testified in the grand jury. Is that accurate?
That's correct.
Mr. Bradley, can you explain why did you ultimately agree to cooperate and testify pursuant to the immunity agreement?
Because when it came down to it at the end, and I just wasn't going to, go down for something that he did. I mean, I probably would have prior, but I had no more loyalty to him. Just after what he did to me, there was no more.
And when you say you probably would have prior, what do you mean by that? You would have, what, just said nothing?
Yeah, prior to that, I wouldn't have cooperated at all.
And Mr. Bradley, when you were brought in to the grand jury on October 8th, 2013, were you charged with anything in connection with the July 16th, 2012 homicides?
No.
And you were, is it fair to state you were brought in as a witness at that point? Is that correct?
Correct.
Now, Mr. Bradley, I want to bring you back just briefly to the night of July 16, 2012, when the shooting that you testified about yesterday occurred. I don't believe you were asked yesterday, but when you pulled up alongside the silver BMW at the intersection of Shawmut and Herald Street in Boston just prior to the shooting, did you have an opportunity to see the men inside of that car?
Yes.
Did you recognize those men or man as anybody you had seen earlier that night?
Yes.
Who did you recognize?
As the individuals from inside the Club Cure.
And did you see anybody who you recognized to be, as you described, the man with the braids who had bumped into Aaron Hernandez in Club Cure?
Yes, that was the driver.
That was the driver. And the other men in the car that were in the car with him, did you recognize them to be people you had seen earlier at Cure?
Definitely two of them, I believe.
Which two, if you remember?
The passenger and one of the gentlemen in the back.
The passenger and one of the back? The front seat passenger?
The front passenger and the rear passenger.
Now, Mr. Bradley, at some point, were you spoken to by Boston Police homicide detectives to get further detail or information as to how Mr. Hernandez had positioned himself during the shooting?
Yes.
And at some point, were you shown photographs that were taken of individuals inside of the silver 4Runner from...
Meet new people and express your true self. Play I Am VU, and you can customize your avatar and world to your tastes. In this virtual universe, you can choose from over 54 million items and join in on over 300,000 chat rooms. Create your unique style and show it off to millions of IMVU users around the world. Come find your community on IMVU, whether that be friends or more. Dress, play, connect. Download IMVU from the App Store or Google Play today.
Which the shots were fired. Were you shown photographs of people posing inside of that vehicle?
Oh, yes.
May I approach the witness, Your Honor?
You may.
First, Mr. Bradley, I'm going to show you a photograph. Appears to be an individual. You can see the shoes positioned in a certain way on a seat. Do you recognize that photograph, sir?
Yes.
Was that photograph shown to you by police detectives for you to look at and determine whether or not that was generally consistent with the positioning of Mr. Hernandez's feet when he leaned over you and fired the shots on July 16, 2012?
Yes.
And that photograph that you see there, is that generally consistent with the way that Mr. Hernandez positioned his feet when he leaned over you and fired the weapon?
Yes, it's pretty consistent.
Your Honor, after this photograph is the next number you
Is there an objection?
Yes, sir.
Without objection, let's proceed.
295.
I'm showing you two other photographs, sir, that both depict a view from the side of that same individual positioned in that vehicle, the Forerunner, in a certain manner. Do you recognize those two photographs, sir?
Yes.
Were those photographs shown to you by Boston Police homicide detectives?
Yes.
And the actions or the positioning or posture depicted in these two photographs, is that generally consistent with your memory of how Mr. Hernandez extended himself over you when he fired the shots on July 16, 2012?
Yes.
Your Honor, for the two photographs is the next number exhibit.
No objections at all.
296, 297.
First placing exhibit 295 on the screen, Mr. Bradley. And just by point of reference for the jury, Mr. Bradley, does this appear to be the gear shift of the car, the center console?
Yes.
And this would be the driver's side area up here?
Yes.
And what we see down here is just, again, just to orient everybody, is just the passenger seat.
Are you I'm sorry.
Yes, is that the passenger
that's
seat?
the passenger seat.
And the way that this individual's shoes or feet are placed on the side of the car, knees on the seat, is that consistent with the way you saw Mr. Hernandez position himself when he leaned over and fired the shots?
Yes.
Placing exhibit 297 on the screen. I believe you previously testified yesterday, Mr. Bradley, that your memory was that Mr. Hernandez placed his left hand on the center console and then extended himself towards the window when he fired the shots. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And what we see in that photograph, is that generally consistent with the way that Mr. Hernandez positioned himself when he fired those shots?
Yes.
And what about the angle or the degree in which this particular individual in the photograph is leaned back? Is that more than you lean back, less than you lean back, or somewhere about the same?
It's close. It's probably a little more than I would have, but it's
So you would have been a little less lean back?
a little less, but that's close.
And just to clarify that point, Mr. Bradley, prior to Mr. Hernandez tapping you, as you testified yesterday, and saying, watch out, how far back were you already reclined, if you remember?
I was already somewhat reclined, and I just reclined more.
Placing exhibit number 296 on the screen, is that a similar angle showing the positioning?
Yes.
And is that generally consistent with the positioning of Mr. Hernandez when he fired the shots?
Yes.
As far as the degree in which this individual's leaned back, is that a little further than you leaned back or about the same?
Yes, a little bit further, but it's close.
May I approach the witness, Your Honor?
You may.
So I'm going to show you three photographs. Actually, I'll start off with the two photographs. Ask you if you recognize these, sir.
Yes.
And were those photographs that were shown to you by Boston Police homicide detectives at some point?
Yes.
And is this generally consistent, and I'll get into any differences that you see, but generally consistent with the positioning of Mr. Hernandez when he fired the shots leaning over you on July 16, 2012?
Yes.
Your Honor, for the two photographs, is the next number you do.
No objections at all.
Without objection.
And showing you an additional photograph, sir. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
And was that a photograph that was shown to you by homicide detectives?
Yes.
Now, the positioning of the arm in this third photograph, and for the record, is it fair to state that it's an arm, it's a side view of an arm extended somewhat out of the car window, the front driver's side window?
Yes.
And as far as the degree or the length in which that arm is extended from the window of the driver's side, was that the same that you observed that night when Mr. Hernandez fired the shots on July 16, 2012, or was the arm more extended or less extended?
I believe the arm was less extended than that.
So a little bit closer to the car?
A little bit closer.
But other than that, this is a fair and accurate representation of the way in which the right hand was extended from the car?
Yes.
Fire off this photograph is next number to exhibit.
Counsel?
Oh, no objections at all.
That was 300.
First placing, sir, exhibit 299 on the screen. The positioning of the individual here, was that generally consistent with the positioning you saw Mr. Hernandez when he fired the weapon that night?
Yes.
And the way in which the driver is leaned back, other than as you've indicated you were slightly more forward, is that generally consistent with where you were?
Yes.
Exhibit 298, sir, is that generally consistent with your recollection of the positioning of Mr. Hernandez when he fired the shots on July 16, 2012?
Yes.
Are there any differences that you note?
I feel like my seat was just up a little more.
So your seat was up further that direction?
Yeah, a little bit further, yep.
But as far as the positioning of this person, is that consistent with Mr. Hernandez?
That's generally consistent, yeah.
Finally, sir, exhibit 300. This was the photograph I last showed you, showing an arm extended out of the car. How is this in relation to what you recall regarding how far the arm extended?
I just feel like that's a little further of an extension, like that arm is a little out farther than he was.
So you recall Mr. Hernandez's arm being a little bit further in this direction?
Yeah, like a little bit back more into the car.
Mr. Bradley, on July 16th, 2012, did you ever fire a gun?
July 16th, no.
The night of this homicide, the double homicide, did you fire that weapon?
No.
Did you shoot those people?
No.
Did you ever possess the gun that night?
No.
Thank you, sir. I have no further questions.
Mr. Bradley, your name's Alexander Bradley?
Alexander Sherrod Bradley.
Okay. Sherrod is your middle name?
Correct.
You also go by the name Rock?
No, I don't go by the name Rock.
I heard the jail calls and your aunt refers to you as Rock. Was she speaking to someone else?
I believe you might have heard her say Rocky.
They call you Rocky?
My family, yes.
Okay. And you're also known as Sherrod?
That's my name, yes.
Shooting Sherrod in the streets?
Objection.
That's what you said.
I'm asking you, are you known as that?
No,
You didn't ask me.
overruled.
Are you known as that?
No, sir.
Okay. And they call you Rock because you rock people to sleep?
Objection.
Not correct.
Straight.
No, that answer may stand. The answer is no.
My question to you, though, sir, is who are you with?
Objection. Sustained.
I say that because I'm reading some of these text messages, and you talk about I'm a 100% gangster, nigga, for real, stuff like that. Those are your words, right?
If that's what you're reading.
Those are your words, right? You said those words?
If that,
those words?
Do you recall those words, sir?
some of those words, yes.
Okay. But as you're here in court, of course, I have a little different tone. Like,
Objection. Sustained. Put a question.
yes. Did you say Mr. Hernandez is the gentleman sitting in the blue suit with the gray tie at council table, sir?
Objection. Put a question, please.
Did you say that earlier yesterday?
Objection.
Meet new people and express your true self. Play I Am VU, and you can customize your avatar and world to your tastes. In this virtual universe, you can choose from over 54 million items and join in on over 300,000 chat rooms. Create your unique style and show it off to millions of IMVU users around the world. Come find your community on IMVU, whether that be friends or more. Dress, play, connect. Download IMVU from the App Store or Google Play today.
Mr. Bradley, some of these text messages, let's get these text messages a little bit. I'd like to discuss the context of the text messages. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. You had just gotten back from Florida?
Are you asking me a question?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And you retained a lawyer?
At some point, yes.
Okay. In fact, one of the earliest messages, you reference a lawyer, right?
Can I see that? Can I see that document, please?
Sure. For counsel, text message 16. May I approach the witness?
You may.
Yes.
Okay.
That's correct.
So out of the 400 and some odd, I'll get the exact number. 479 text messages. By message 16, you're already telling Aaron about your lawyer.
Correct.
Right? And what you're doing is you're building a case, right?
I don't believe so.
You're communicating with your lawyer.
Oh, correct.
Okay. And your lawyer is even sending you the complaint?
Objection. Put a time frame on that, please.
At some point during these text messages, your lawyer sends you the complaint?
At some point, yes.
And asks you to send that to Aaron?
Objection. Sustained.
You, at some point, forward a civil complaint to Aaron to show him that you're not messing around.
Correct.
Okay. And throughout this time, from the very beginning, you're talking about all of this legal business, right?
Early on into it, at some point, yes.
Okay.
At that point, yes.
And you're talking about you want to get compensated.
Correct.
Okay. And you're threatening to ruin Aaron's life.
I don't believe I threatened to ruin his life. I may have.
Okay. You're also threatening to take his life, right?
Well, yeah, I was threatening to take his life, but I believe I said I didn't want to ruin his life.
But if you file this lawsuit, you're going to ruin his life, right?
If I'm forced to, yes.
Okay. Now, out of these text messages, I'm going to go through them a lot quicker than Mr. Hagan, but I want you to note that you're in black text. Aaron's responses are in blue. You see that?
Correct.
Okay. There you see all of yours, all of the messages here on this page are yours with the exception of 2, right?
Correct.
All of these with the exception of 1 is you, right?
I can't see the full document on my computer. If you slide it down, please. Correct.
All of these except 1 is you, right?
Correct.
All of these except 2 are you, right?
Push the document back up, please. The other way. Correct.
All of these except 2 are you, right?
Correct.
All of these are you.
Correct.
All of these are you.
Correct.
You.
Correct.
All of these except 2 are you, right?
Correct.
All of these are you.
Correct.
All of these except 2 are you.
Actually, I'm sorry. The document before that, I said correct. They weren't all me. One was him. The page before that. There you
I
go.
said all of them except 1. Correct? All of these?
All except 1, correct.
Except 1. All right. All of these except 2 are you.
Correct.
All of these except 3 are you.
Correct.
You minus 1.
Correct.
And these are 5 that are Aaron's.
Correct.
Another 5. No, yeah, 5 that are Aaron.
About half, correct.
All you minus 2.
Correct.
All you minus 3.
Correct.
Again, 3 for Aaron.
Correct.
2 for Aaron.
Correct.
1. I'm sorry, 2 here for Aaron.
2, correct.
All you.
Correct.
All you minus 1.
Correct.
All you minus 2.
Correct.
All you minus 3. I didn't hear a correct on that one.
I couldn't see the bottom of the document. You flipped too fast.
Over there.
Correct.
All you.
Correct.
All you minus 1.
Correct.
All you minus, well, okay, he's got 5. About half of them are his and half yours, right?
Correct.
All minus 1.
Correct.
You
Correct.
completely?
Correct.
You completely?
Correct.
You completely?
Correct.
You completely?
Correct.
All of these statements, you're anticipating litigation, right?
Yes, after a certain point.
Okay.
Yes.
And all of these statements are made in anticipation of litigation, are they not, sir?
No, overruled.
Correct.
Okay. All of these are you too, right?
Correct.
You again.
That one, yes. Correct.
Okay. All of these are you again.
Correct.
All minus 2 are you.
Correct.
All of these are you except 1.
Correct.
All of these minus 4 are you.
About half, correct.
All these minus 2 are you, right?
Correct.
These about 4 that are Aaron's, right? Right?
Yeah, about half, correct.
All you here.
Correct.
All you minus 2.
Correct.
All of you.
Correct.
All you again.
Correct.
All you minus 1.
Correct.
All you, sir.
Correct.
All you again.
Correct.
All you again.
Correct.
Okay. And throughout this time, at least from text number 16, we know you're in contact with your lawyer, right?
Correct.
Okay. And in here, some of these text messages, well, these aren't all your text messages, right?
What? And you got to show me what you're talking about. If you're just talking about the documents,
These are just the text messages between you and Aaron, right?
Correct. The ones you just showed. Yes.
Okay. And in these text messages, you're threatening him, and you're telling him all the evidence that you got, right?
Yes, for a civil matter. Correct.
Okay. And that's basically to push him to settle.
Correct.
Okay. And you're telling him about the the guy who found you in the alley,
Correct?
and how he said he saw a white SUV.
Correct.
Do you know that to be true or not?
I know I said that.
Okay. I know you said that.
Yeah.
My question is, do you know that statement to be true?
I don't recall.
Do you recall being told that the gentleman said it was a dark SUV that left, not a white one?
I don't recall someone telling me it was a dark SUV either.
Okay. And then you talk about cameras in the alley.
Correct.
That wasn't true, was it, sir?
No, that is true, sir.
Okay. So there's cameras in the alley that show Aaron Hernandez shooting you.
I didn't say the camera showed him shooting me. I said there was a camera in the alley.
Okay, there's a camera in the alley showing you getting shot, or you walking around.
I never said the camera showed me walking around either.
Cameras in the alley showing anything.
I said there's a camera in the alley, sir.
Did you see any video from any camera in the alley at any point in your lifetime?
No, I was informed that the camera didn't work, actually.
Okay. So you're telling him all these stories, you're telling him everything you got, right?
Correct.
And that's to really extort him for money, right?
Objection. Stewart. Sustained. Rephrase.
In these 479 text messages, that you don't mention at all actually, let me rephrase that. You said back in West Palm Beach that the reason you got shot was because you said because of that stupid shit you did up in Boston.
Correct.
Right? And that's what precipitated this whole thing.
Actually, I need to correct myself. I didn't say that was the reason that I got shot, because of him saying that stupid shit, because of me telling him that stupid shit you did in Boston.
But you want to change your testimony now?
It's not changing my testimony, sir.
Or you want to correct yourself?
It is my memory that I just indicated that he said that I said that to him.
Okay, but that's not the reason you got shot, because you knew that he had shot some people up in Boston, right?
I don't definitively know.
No, overruled.
Go ahead.
I don't know the exact reason that he shot me.
Okay, so you tell him all this evidence you got about him on the Florida shooting, but you don't say a word in these 497 text messages about the big thing you got on him, which is the double homicide in Boston, correct?
Not correct.
There's not a single text in here that says anything about Boston.
There's false. There's an implication of that.
Okay, well, let's see that implication. May I approach the witness?
You may.
Take your time, sir. Find us the implication where you reference the double homicide in Boston.
Found it.
All right. Give me the number. I'll put it up on the screen.
Text number 50.
Okay. I'm going to zoom in. Hold on a second. All right. Here you say, I chose to handle it. Well, I'm going to go up a little higher to give it a little more context. Let me start. Listen, you're no dummy. If you were smart, you'd know I ain't trying to ruin you. If that were the case, I would have told on you. I'm so G, plus I loved you so much, I chose to handle it his way. I'm sorry. His way, which means I still do love you, but you tried to take me from my kids and my life away. You owe me for that AA. Now,
correct. And
you're saying, your assertion is that you used the word AA, and that means that he committed a double homicide.
Yes, that's what that was. He knew what it was.
How do you spell error?
I don't know. How do you spell it, sir?
I'm asking you. How do you spell error? Do you know how to spell it?
And no, I don't know how to spell. I know there's different ways to spell Aaron. How would you spell Aaron, sir?
Aaron Hernandez is spelled.
I don't like to speculate. How does he spell it, sir?
A-R-O-N.
Oh.
Okay. So there are two A's in his name, first name?
Correct.
Would that be AA?
If that's how it's spelled, yes.
Okay. And according to you, that means double homicide, right?
Correct, because if you look at the rest of those documents, never at any other time do I normally address him AA. That's why that was a subliminal.
So just because you don't call him AA again, that means you're referring to a double homicide.
Yes, it was a subliminal message to him about the double homicide. Correct.
Speaking of subliminal messages, on your second interview on October 18th with the police, the last question asked to you by Mr. Hagen is, do you recall...
Objection to subliminal messages? No, that may stand. It's the witness's testimony.
Mr. Hagen, do you recall Mr. Hagen asking you if there's anything that you know of that could support what it is that you're saying? You said, search his iPad or his records, and I think he refers to himself as AA. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. And apparently, Aaron likes to rap.
Correct.
Okay, and he uses that reference when he raps?
He used it during a rap in a reference to a particular situation, which is the matter at hand.
And that's, of course, according to you.
Correct.
Okay. You have nothing to corroborate this whatsoever except your word.
If there's no iPad and evidence, yes.
Okay, well, let's take a look at your word. Sir, do you recall Mr. Hagen asking you about some of the things you said in your jail calls before being brought over to Boston? Remember that?
Correct.
Yesterday?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now, let's put this in context for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury. You're subpoenaed to come to the grand jury, right?
Correct.
And you don't show.
Correct.
You don't show because you think if you show, you're in trouble.
I believe it's a possibility. Correct.
Okay. And you got your own interest at heart here, right?
At this point, yes.
Okay. So the police come get you because you don't show up, right?
Correct.
They hold you on a $250,000 cash bond.
I believe it was higher, but it could be right.
Okay. And you start making calls to your family.
I made a call to my daughter's mother. Correct.
Okay. Brooke Wilcox.
Correct.
Right. And you talked about some of the statements you made to Brooke yesterday. You mentioned them, right?
I believe they were mentioned, correct, yes.
Okay. Well, let's say exactly what you said. You recall saying, I don't know shit about that shit.
Yes.
And you're referring to Boston, right?
Correct.
Okay. And then you say, they are just going to ask me about a bunch of shit that I don't know.
Correct.
You're lying, right?
Yes.
Okay. You're lying, Brooke.
Correct.
The mother of your daughter.
Yes.
Okay. And then you say on October 6th, they sound dumb as fuck. How's my testimony crucial? You remember saying that?
Vaguely, yes.
Okay. You're lying again.
At the time, I wouldn't know.
That's your word. Those are your words, right?
Or you're not allowing me to answer.
Please go ahead.
But at the time, I didn't know if my testimony was crucial or how crucial it was or not.
Okay. But you don't know shit, right? That was a lie.
That was a lie, correct.
Okay. That's your word, right?
That was my word, correct.
Okay. And then you say, I can't see how they're saying how I may have been in the car. That's the most bogus shit, man. That's a lie, right?
I don't recall that part, but can I see that?
Sure. Yeah. Which one? That's fine. Right there.
Correct.
Okay, and then on October 6th, you say, I don't know shit. That's why they're dumbasses. Can't wait to get up there and tell them how stupid they are. Remember saying that?
I don't recall, but if it's on there, I'm sure I said it.
Okay. Did you get up there and tell Mr. Hagan how stupid they are?
No.
Okay. But that was a lie, right?
What was a lie?
That how stupid they are.
Objection. Sustained.
Did you come to Boston? You said you couldn't wait to tell them that they're dumbasses? Did you tell them they're dumbasses?
Overruled.
If that's what the document says, then that's what I said.
My question to you is, did you tell them that they're dumbasses?
No.
Okay. No, that's when you cut a deal, right?
At some point, I cut a deal. I don't know if, that's exactly when, but at some point.
Now, you keep talking about at some point. You're brought over on October 8th. Do you recall that?
I believe that's accurate.
Okay, and you have your lawyer there?
Correct.
And that's a Mr. Pickering?
Correct.
You call him Pick for short?
Correct.
Okay. You're close like that with Pick, right?
Objection. No, you may answer that.
You're close like that with Pick, right?
He's my lawyer.
You call him Pick.
Objection. Asked and answered. Sustained.
Okay. So the Commonwealth and Pick start talking, right?
Objection to the constantly referring as Pick.
I have a
Rephrase
to it, Your Honor.
I'm sorry?
I think it's relevant. I have a later reference to it. Courtroom Delaware.
Yep.
Pick. Okay, so the Commonwealth and your lawyer start talking, right?
At some point, yes.
Your lawyer starts telling them things.
Objection.
I'll see you at sidebar. Mr. Vyance.
May I put you witness?
You may.
Mr. Bradley, I'm showing you your letter from the state attorney's office to you. Do you recognize that letter?
Yes.
Okay. And it's 3 pages, right?
Correct.
And that's your signature right there?
Correct.
Dated October 8, 2013?
Correct.
Okay. Judge, at this time, we would move to introduce the immunity letter issued by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts to Mr. Bradley. as an exhibit.
All right, without objection, that is received.
So 301.
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, I want to give you an instruction with regard to the exhibit just received. The exhibit just received was described as an immunity letter. I think it's more properly dubbed a cooperation agreement. That is, it expresses an agreement between the Commonwealth, in this case represented by the Office of the District Attorney, and this witness, Mr. Bradley, where the Commonwealth is expressing, I suppose you could call it the benefit, that is a statement that the Commonwealth will not prosecute Mr. Bradley for anything he may tell them in connection with the instant case, in exchange for Mr. Bradley's full cooperation. And the agreement also reflects that before Mr. Bradley appears under oath in a court proceeding, either before a grand jury or before a trial, that the Commonwealth will seek, that is, petition the court for an order of immunity. That is, a grant of immunity by the court to a witness for anything a witness may say as part of their testimony in a court proceeding. Immunity means the person could not be prosecuted for any matter that is the subject of their testimony. In introducing this agreement as an exhibit, please understand that it is not an expression of the truthfulness or lack of truthfulness of a witness's testimony. It is not a statement or reflection that one side or the other, in particular the Commonwealth, in granting or entering into this cooperation agreement, is in any way vouching for the truth of the information provided by Mr. Bradley, and where a witness is testifying pursuant to some cooperation agreement or some plea agreement, or testifying pursuant to a grant of immunity, that is, where a witness has received some sort of promise for benefit, then under those circumstances, a jury should examine that witness's testimony with great care and caution. That is, understanding and considering the fact that some benefit or promise has been made in exchange for the information granted. Mr. Baez, you may continue.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Bradley, when you got taken over to Boston on October 8th, you were aware this was being negotiated, right?
Objection. No, overruled.
No.
You had your lawyer there?
Right, when I came on the 8th.
Yes. On the 8th?
I wasn't aware that there was anything being negotiated. Actually, there was. Explain what you mean by negotiating.
Okay, well, you read this letter, right?
Correct.
You signed it?
Correct.
And you understood everything in it?
Correct.
And if you didn't understand anything in it, you had your lawyer there to be able to explain to you what certain paragraphs meant?
Correct.
Okay. And you took advantage of that legal advice?
Objection. No, you may answer that yes or no.
Correct.
Okay. Now, I'm going to let's go over that with the ladies and gentlemen of the jury real quick, section at a time. Okay. This letter is addressed to your lawyer, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And here it says, "It is my understanding that your client, Alexander Bradley, has certain first-hand information that may be relevant to the investigation and prosecution of July 16, 2012 shooting homicides of Daniel Abreu and Safiro Furtado in Boston." See that?
Yes.
You understand everything there, right?
Yes.
Okay. The next paragraph says, "Specifically, it is my understanding that on July 16th, at approximately 2:20 a.m., Mr. Bradley operated a motor vehicle in which Aaron Hernandez was the passenger. It is my further understanding that Mr. Bradley made certain observations in the fatal shooting at this intersection of Harold and Shawmut Avenue in Boston. Additionally, it is my understanding that Mr. Bradley did not discharge a firearm at any time on July 16, 2012. You see that?
Yes.
You understand all of that?
Yes.
Okay, so before getting this letter, your lawyer told Mr. Hagan that one, you saw Hernandez shoot these two men, and two, that you did not fire a gun.
Objection.
Sustained in that form.
When you see this information was already given to the state for you to get this letter, right?
I'll see you at sidebar.
Question again, all right? So, before you are able to sit down with the prosecutors, you have already told them that you were driving the car, correct? I'll actually compound the question if it makes it easier. Okay. That you were driving the car, you saw Aaron do the shooting, and you didn't shoot a gun that night.
No.
That you were driving the car, you saw Aaron do the shooting, and you didn't shoot a gun that night.
No.
To someone for the Commonwealth.
It was my understanding.
That's what the first paragraph refers to, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I think the judge has the instruction.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, to the extent that is information was communicated by a third party, in this case by an attorney, to someone for the Commonwealth, that could be hearsay. That is, if it were presented for the truth of what was contained in that statement, it would be hearsay and not admissible. I'm admitting this question and the content of what is in this agreement, not for the truth of what was said, but for the fact that it was said. That is, it was a representation made prior to Mr. Bradley speaking to police officers or prosecutors. Mr. Vyas, you may continue.
All right, the next paragraph reads, sir, based on these representations, the following sets forth the agreement entered into between Suffolk County District Attorney's Office and your client, Mr. Bradley. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay. This is the agreement that you guys entered into. Mr. Bradley agrees to provide a complete and accurate proffer. Well, let's stop right there for a second. You understand what the word complete means, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you understand what the word accurate means, right?
Yes.
You're aware of the phrase lying by omission, right?
I'm aware of the word lying.
Okay. Do you know what that means, lying by omission?
No. Can you explain it to me, please?
Sure. It means when you tell half the truth. You don't tell the whole truth.
Objection. Now overruled.
You understand?
I understand that. Yes.
Kind of like your oath. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You understand?
Correct. Yes, I do.
So complete means everything, right?
Yes.
Okay. And accurate means truthful, right?
Correct.
That's what it means to you too, right?
Correct.
All right. Now, proffer regarding the above described incident. No statements made or other information provided by Mr. Bradley during the proffer will be used by the District Attorney's Office against Mr. Bradley in any judicial proceeding. That basically means to you, right, that whatever you say can't be used against you in any proceeding, except, and we're going to get into that. Do you understand that to be correct?
Correct.
All right. Now, except as for the purposes of cross-examination, rebuttal, or impeachment, should Mr. Bradley offer testimony or evidence in any proceeding which is materially different from any statements or information provided during the proffer. Do you know what that means?
Yes.
Okay. It means, let me see if I want to be clear. Does it not mean that if you lie or you say something, they can cross-examine you? Listen. They can cross-examine you or rebut what you say.
Correct.
Right?
Yes, that's what I mean.
And then section B says, in a prosecution based on false statements made or false information provided during the proffer. Do you understand what that means, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Does that not mean to you, sir, that if you lie, they could prosecute you for perjury?
Yes.
Okay. Have you been charged with perjury yet, sir?
No, sir.
Okay. This agreement in the prosecution for the proffer. This agreement not to use Mr. Bradley's statement against him applies only to those statements made during the course of the proffer, which certain and specific investigation which pertain to the specific investigation set forth above. You understand those words?
Yes.
Okay. Next, Mr. Bradley agrees to provide complete and truthful information to law enforcement officials investigating the above described incident. You understand what complete and truthful mean, right?
Yes.
Okay. Again, we're using that line by omission, complete, right? You understand that?
For the fourth time, yes, I understand.
All right. Now, we're going to go over some more, so don't worry. Next, truthful. This is different than accurate, but it means the same thing, right?
They don't mean exactly the same thing, but they're close.
Okay, what's the difference between truthful and accurate to you, sir?
Truthful means the truth. And accurate means accurate.
Okay. But it's, in this context, it means something different to you.
Objection, relevant.
No, you may explain the difference in your mind between those two terms.
Accurate means, in my opinion, accurate means, precise, almost precise or close to it. Truthful means truthful.
Okay. And truthfully, before any grand jury investigation, the above described incident, and any subsequent hearings and trials relating to the same, Mr. Bradley agrees that he will neither withhold any information. You understand what withhold information means, right?
Yes.
As I think it's not on the screen completely.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Yes, I do know what withhold information means.
Okay. In his possession, nor provide any false information. Do you understand what that means, sir?
Yes.
Okay. So you're not to provide any false information. You understand that clearly, right?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Bradley acknowledges that no law enforcement official has threatened him to cause him to provide the information. You see that?
Yes.
Okay. No law enforcement official has made any promise to him to cause him to provide the information. See that?
Yes.
And C, that no law enforcement official has told him what to say. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to pay close attention to section C, that no law enforcement official has told him what to say. Do you remember that from when you signed this?
Yes.
Okay, and you remember that throughout your dealings with law enforcement and the prosecutors, right?
Yes.
Okay, and other than to tell the truth in any interview or testimony he shall give. Now, paragraph 2. Subject to the conditions set forth in paragraph 3 and 4 below, in exchange for Mr. Bradley's cooperation as set forth in paragraph 1, and upon satisfaction of the district attorney that Mr. Bradley was not the individual who fired the weapon that killed Mr. Abreu and Mr. Furtado, or that he directed any individual to commit the act, the district attorney agrees not to prosecute Mr. Bradley for any crimes arising out of the actions related to July 16, 2012, shooting homicides of Daniel Abreu and Safiro Furtado in Boston, right?
Yes.
So what this is saying is you got to convince the district attorney that you aren't the shooter, right?
False.
You see what that says?
My
Upon satisfaction.
But you want me to tell you what my interpretation of this is?
Well, I'm going to repeat that section, and then you can tell me what your interpretation is. And upon satisfaction by the district attorney that Mr. Bradley was not the individual who fired the gun that killed Mr. Abreu and Mr. Furtado, that he directed the individual to commit the act, the district attorney agrees not to prosecute Mr. Bradley. What does that mean to you, sir?
What it says.
Okay. So basically, so long as it's upon the satisfaction of the district attorney, they won't prosecute you, right?
Right, but that's not what you said. You said it's my job to convince them.
I don't believe I used the word job, but okay, I'll take your word for it.
Say convince.
Maybe not. You know Mr. Bradley. I'm sorry. You know, Mr. Bradley, that Mr. Hagan is not the district attorney, right?
I didn't know that. I thought he was a district attorney.
You understand that he's the first assistant district attorney, right?
I now know.
Okay. Pretty big guy over at that office, right?
Objection. No, overruled.
You understand that, right?
Yes, I do understand that.
Okay. Now, next is the district attorney further agrees to submit an application for judicial immunity pursuant to, and then it gives certain statutes prior to Mr. Bradley's testimony before the grand jury. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. This agreement is contingent upon the truthfulness of the information that Mr. Bradley has provided and will continue to provide to law enforcement officials investigating the above described incident. Do you understand what that paragraph means?
Yes.
Okay. Does that paragraph mean to you that not only should you tell them the truth during the proffer, but you should continue to tell them the truth throughout the process?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this agreement is also contingent upon Mr. Bradley providing complete and truthful information. Those are those words again. Do you remember those words?
Yes.
Okay. And the testimony before the grand jury and subsequent hearings or trials. Following the testimony of Mr. Bradley before the grand jury, if the district attorney learns that the information or testimony that Mr. Bradley provides after the date of this letter is not complete and truthful, then the district attorney may declare this agreement null and void. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So if Mr. Hagan finds any information that's not true, he can declare this agreement null and void, right?
Correct.
Have they declared it null and void yet?
Not as far as I know.
Okay. Should the district attorney declare this agreement null and void because the information or testimony provided by Mr. Bradley is not complete and truthful, the district attorney may institute a prosecution for perjury. You see that?
Yes.
So not only do you know that Mr. Hagan can declare this agreement null and void if you tell a lie, he can also prosecute you for perjury.
Correct. Yes, I do understand that.
And if the agreement is null and void, you could possibly face charges.
Yes.
On this case.
I understand that.
Okay. This letter reflects the complete agreement between the district attorney and your client, Alexander Bradley. Only a writing signed by all parties may modify it. If you do not agree to this letter if you agree that this letter accurately describes the agreement between the district attorney and your client, please confirm this by signing the appropriate space below. You understand that?
Yes.
And that is your signature, sir?
Correct.
As well as the signature of your lawyer?
Yes.
Now, sir, you testified that you've been dealing in marijuana. Yesterday you said since 2007. You recall that testimony?
Yes.
Okay. But in fact, you have a conviction for sale of narcotics in 2006. Do you not?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So that statement was false, right?
Objection. No, you may answer that question. You may explain your answer.
That statement that you started dealing in 2007 is not true.
Objection. Not accurate.
Not accurate.
No, you may answer and explain.
You said marijuana. Is marijuana considered a narcotic?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, well, marijuana, I've been dealing since 2007. In 2006, I was dealing what I knew was a narcotic. Like I have a conviction for, it was a cocaine conviction.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that last part?
The conviction was not for marijuana in 2006.
So you're playing semantics with the words narcotics versus marijuana?
Sustained.
Now, this narcotics, so you began dealing In 2006? Is that your testimony?
No, that's
Dealing
not,
drugs.
that's not my testimony.
Okay, well, I want to ask you your testimony now. So you began dealing drugs from 2006?
That's not accurate.
Okay, when did you start dealing drugs, sir?
Sometime before about the year 2000.
2000?
Yes.
So from the year 2000 until now, or until you got, I guess, or are you still dealing? Objection.
Sustained.
From the year 2000 until at least 2017, you've been dealing drugs.
It's not accurate.
The answer may stand.
It's not accurate.
That you agree with?
That's not accurate.
Okay. From 2000 until when have you been dealing drugs?
From 2000 up until I became incarcerated.
2000 and what?
It's been over almost 3.5 years that I've been incarcerated.
2014.
Correct.
Okay. So for 14 years, you've been dealing drugs, right?
Yes.
Okay. And dealing drugs is a very violent business, is it not?
It can be.
Okay. When you deal drugs, it's a very violent business, right?
Objection. Sustained.